What are the 6 worst fruits for people with fatty liver? And also the 10 best ones, those fruits that can help people with fatty liver. In this video, I'm also going to talk to you about diet, the best and worst foods. So everything about fatty liver. You guys always ask me to make a video with more images. So this is the new format. I prepared a presentation, and in the middle of the presentation, I'll also be explaining more things. And at the end, I want to know if you liked it, if you approve of this new type of video or not. Shall we get started?
Can you eat fruits if you have fatty liver? Which fruits are best for your health? And which ones should be avoided? This is the topic of our video today. Discover the 10 best fruits for those with fatty liver and the 6 fruits that should be consumed in moderation or avoided if you have hepatic steatosis. All based on scientific data. And tell me, have you been diagnosed with fatty liver? Do you have questions about how fruits can affect this condition? Share in the comments where you're watching from. The importance of diet in hepatic steatosis. Fatty liver, known as hepatic steatosis, is an increasingly common health condition. It is estimated that around 30% of the population has fatty liver. If not treated properly, this condition can progress to serious issues such as cirrhosis or liver cancer. Fruits are rich in vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants, but they also contain fructose, a natural sugar. While the fructose in whole fruits is beneficial in moderate amounts, processed fructose, such as that found in corn syrups used in soft drinks, is extremely harmful and significantly contributes to fat accumulation in the liver. Foods and drinks to avoid. 1. Alcohol. Even small amounts can worsen liver conditions. 2. Soft drinks and sugary beverages. Major sources of industrialized fructose, one of the main culprits of hepatic steatosis. 3. Sugary energy drinks. In addition to high sugar content, they contain additives that overload the liver. 4. Foods rich in saturated fats. Fried foods, fatty cheeses, and meats with high fat content should be avoided.
Did you see about the cheeses? Here, especially the fattier cheeses, like those yellow ones, such as cheddar cheese. When it comes to milk and dairy products, choose the skim versions without the fat part. For example, skim milk, skim yogurt, or a leaner cheese like ricotta. Then yes, that's a great option. Now, as for whole milk and dairy products, you should avoid them.
5. Corn syrups and fructose. Present in various processed products such as sauces and desserts. Best foods and drinks for the liver. 1. Coffee. Studies indicate that moderate coffee consumption can protect against liver diseases.
You saw that coffee can help the liver. You just have to be careful with the amount. Scientific studies have shown that up to 4 servings can have a beneficial effect, even lowering the so-called liver enzymes AST and ALT. For those who have inflammation from fat in the liver, drinking coffee could help. See, it can really be good for your health. But now, higher amounts, like 8 cups of coffee a day, in this case, that would be 8 200 milliliter cups of coffee or 8 shots of espresso. This could increase the risk of heart arrhythmias, like atrial fibrillation, which is an arrhythmia that can potentially be dangerous to our health. So be very careful with your coffee intake, okay?
2. Green tea. Rich in antioxidants, it reduces inflammation in the liver.
Did you notice I mentioned green tea? So it really is about tea. If you consume green tea in capsule form, then yes, you could harm your liver. There have even been cases of fulminant hepatitis that have been linked to the consumption of green tea capsules, which are actually banned. Right? So always drink the tea itself.
3. Vegetables. Kale, broccoli, and lettuce are excellent for fighting liver fat. 4. Nuts and seeds. Walnuts and almonds contain healthy fats and antioxidants. 5. Fish rich in omega-3, such as salmon and sardines, help reduce inflammation.
Interestingly, today I saw a patient with fatty liver who had already tried countless diets and really couldn't manage to treat his fatty liver. He had tried everything: physical exercise, better eating habits, and then when I started looking into whether there was any cause, any metabolic issue that could be making his fatty liver worse, I found out he had a thyroid problem, a pretty advanced one actually, which was making it harder to treat. So that's another tip for you. If you have fatty liver, you need to check for other diseases too. And one of these diseases is thyroid disease, like hypothyroidism, which is the most common hormonal disorder of the thyroid.
The 10 best fruits for those with fatty liver. 1. Avocado. Contains monounsaturated fats that help reduce inflammation and protect against liver damage. It's also rich in vitamin E, which combats oxidative stress. 2. Red fruits. Strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries are abundant sources of anthocyanins, quercetin, and ellagic acid. These antioxidants protect liver cells and improve insulin resistance. 3. Persimmon. Rich in beta-carotene and bioactive compounds such as catechins, which help reduce liver fat and improve detoxification. 4. Grapes. Contain resveratrol, an antioxidant that protects against cellular damage, reduces inflammation, and improves lipid metabolism.
Did you notice that I included grapes among the best fruits for people with fatty liver? You got curious, maybe even confused, because you've probably heard in other videos that grapes are actually among the worst fruits, since they have more sugar, a higher glycemic index than other fruits, and also a higher glycemic load and more carbohydrates. But recent studies suggest that moderate portions of 80 grams of grapes, because of their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory potential, could actually help our liver. This wouldn't be harmful for people with fatty liver. This is updated information. So if you were confused, just know that this is recent information. New studies show this, and I see no problem at all in sharing updated information with you and explaining it as well. Actually, it should be seen as a positive thing, because we always need updates.
5. Lemon. Rich in vitamin C and flavonoids, it stimulates the production of liver enzymes and promotes detoxification. It's recommended to consume its juice diluted in water, especially on an empty stomach. 6. Papaya. Its papain facilitates digestion, and its carotenoids protect liver cells against oxidative stress. 7. Orange. The pulp provides soluble fiber that controls glucose and cholesterol levels, protecting the liver. 8. Guava. An excellent source of vitamin C and lycopene. It has antioxidant properties that prevent liver damage. 9. Apple. The pectin in its skin helps eliminate toxins from the digestive system, relieving the liver's load. 10. Grapefruit. Rich in naringenin and naringin, antioxidants that improve the liver's ability to metabolize fats and reduce inflammation. The 6 fruits to consume in moderation or avoid. 1. Mango. Its high glycemic index can cause blood sugar spikes, worsening fat accumulation in the liver. 2. Banana. Especially when ripe, it quickly raises blood sugar levels, overloading the liver. 3. Pineapple. Although it has digestive properties, its high fructose content can be harmful if consumed excessively. 4. Dates. They are concentrated natural fructose, which makes them harmful to the liver in large amounts. 5. raisins. As dried grapes, they concentrate much more sugar than fresh ones, which can worsen hepatic steatosis. 6. Dried figs and canned peaches. These processed fruits are high in concentrated sugar, making liver function more difficult. Conclusion: avoid processed fruits or those in the form of juices, syrups, or sweets, as they lose natural fibers and concentrate sugar. Choose fresh, natural fruits, consume them in moderation, and prioritize a balanced diet. This way, you will protect your liver and improve your overall health.